Everybody looking at the candle body. I want to know what happened outside of it. That wick ain't decoration. Read. Candle went high, came back down. Everybody saw green, I saw who got found. Stops up top, price took that route. Tapped that liquidity, then turned back south. See the body tell you where it opened then closed, but them wicks got stories that the rookies don't know. Rejection left fingerprints all over the scene. You staring at the color, I'm reading what it means. High got swept, better mark that zone. Low got pierced, then price came home. That ain't random noise on my screen, partner. That's the market showing where the pressure got stronger. I don't chase breakout candles just because they big. I wanna know who got trapped. Read between the wicks.
Read between the wicks.
There's more than what you see.
Read between the wicks. Price leaves a history.
Price leaves a history.
Body tells a story, but the edges leave the prints. If you wanna hear the chart, read between.
Now hold up, long wick on the bottom. Somebody got shook. Price went fishing, came back with a hook. Everybody sold when they thought support broke. Then she turned around smiling like that's all she wrote. See, candles got attitude, market got game. It'll knock on your stop, then continue the same. Move your plan from the start, now you watching from the bench. Direction wasn't wrong, you ain't understand the wick. That's why I look left before I look right. Where the high sitting, where they hiding overnight. Where the low stack, who got comfortable there. Liquidity got a smell and price and know it's there. So when the edge starts talking, I don't instantly click. Scanner got my attention, now read between the wicks. There's more than what you see.
Read between the wicks. Price leaves a history.
Support and resistance.
Support and resistance. Liquidity leaves hints. You ain't reading candles till you read between the wicks.
What happened above that high? They took it.
What happened below that low?
They shook it. Price came back.
And you still calling that wick?
Random?
Nah.
Structure tells location.
Rhythm tells time.
Scanner brings attention.
But the decision's still mine.
Check the hour.
15.
5.
Then the 1.
Don't let one pretty candle make you think the work is done.
Read between the wicks.
Where fear got exposed. Where liquidity got hit.
Where rejection shows.
Every candle got a body. But the truth lives in the prints.
Sometimes what the chart is saying is between the wicks.
Don't just ask.
What color was the candle?
Ask.
What happened while it was there?
The chart decides.
Good evening, everyone. It's your boy, Deonis Royale, and you guys know market analysis. We start the week off with the team wanting to see, hey, what NAS finna do for the week? Is it going to be shortened for the week? Is it going to be longer for the week? What do we know? How do we know? And what are we going to do? Man, let's jump into this thing because you guys know when we look at the market, we look at the market with the edge. What you mean we look at the market with an edge? We come to our trading view and we say, before we do anything, we want to know who is in control of the market, the big banks, the corporations. Who is in control? Are they pushing it up for buys or are they pushing it down for sales? So how do we hear that? How do we listen for that? Well, we want to listen for that dark blue line. first dark blue line, we see it's on top. So that's pushing the pressure down. We can see if we did not have the edge, we're just looking at the market like everyone else. But because we have the edge and it's telling us a harmony, it's singing us a song, it's giving us a melody, is immediately telling us, hey, we are looking for shorts when we are starting. All right, so how do we know that? Because we see the dark blue line. Next line that we will be looking for, we want to be clear about this. All right, if the big blue line is on top, the next line is the clarity line, not white line. We want to be clear. Is that the second line where we see what price is handling? Well, you guys want to see where the market closed here on Friday, and it closed down here around 28,285. When the market opened today, it opened way up here at 25,552. So it opened with a gap. That's why we always recommend, hey, close your gap, close your trades Friday. You don't know where the market is going to open at, and don't just always start where it's left off at. And it didn't do it last week here with NAS, so it didn't do it again this week. So we see that the clarity, the price is actually in the middle of wealth and clarity. That's where price is actually at right now. Of course, we know on Sunday we do not trade anyway. This is where we analyze the market and see what's going on for the week. All right. So of course, and starting with our hour chart, it's where we start off at. Some people say, well, if you're looking at the whole beginning of the week, why don't you do the 4 hour, which I do. And thank you for explaining or asking that question. On Sunday, we do stretch it out and we want to see, we hear what the market momentum is overall. So if we look overall, we look at the market, the wealth is on the bottom, which means it's pushing the market back up. So as we knew last week, when the sellers came and they broke through when they had took control over the flow last week and flow broke below clarity, it was once it became clear that the flow, meaning where price is right now, the flow of price right now, it was clear to us that it broke below clarity. Then we knew the sellers were on their way to come and get their bag. What's their bag? The wealth line. They came to get that wealth. So last week they came and got their wealth. So now we see overall again what happens when it comes touch the wealth line. They come and they fight, they battle, had a thing out, boom, and then what happens? Then the buyers come back. The buyers coming back and get their momentum, and now they are back into the fight again. They're on their way now. How do you see? How do you see that the buyers are back on their way now again? Ladies and gentlemen, where's price? Price opened up here. Where is flow? Flow is down here. Where is price, ladies and gentlemen? Price is above flow, meaning the buyers are what? In control of the flow of the momentum of the price again. You guys, can you hear that? You can hear that? You can't right now, right? This is noise. But once you have the edge, you can start to hear the harmony that's being played right before you. So the sellers, we knew that once they had the momentum and it was clear to us that they had the momentum, they were coming down to get their bag. They came down to the wealth line all the way down, got their bag. You can't go much further than the wealth line. You can't. It's just so the buyers back in control. They push back up. Here's the flow again. They opened up this week in control of the flow. The buyers are in control of the flow. So buyers momentum right now, buyers momentum. We're not taking any trades, ladies and gentlemen, mind you. We're just looking at positions for what we are going to listen for Monday, for Tuesday, for Wednesday, for Thursday. What are we listening for when we look at what the chart is telling us? On the 15-minute chart, we see that the wealth line is on top, pushing things down. Overall, long-term, buyers in control. There's the flow. Buyers are in the momentum of the flow. We're not clear though. You guys see that? You can now see what I be hearing. Buyers in control, opened up. Buyers have momentum, but we're not clear. Why aren't we clear? Because this needs to be underneath to be clear. See, that's the harmony. Got it. Got it. All right. Ding, ding. Thank you, guys. You can see it. You can see it. So now as we're breaking it down and we go to the hour chart, we see that their sellers are pushing down. So on a shorter time frame, we were saying, okay, well, we're looking for shorts. Then we say, okay, but we need to be clear. price and everything is right here. I mean, you got your ignition, you got your momentum, you got your flow. Your flow is down here, but you know your momentum. I'm sorry, your ignition and your momentum is right here with the clarity line. Everything is touching. There's just too much consolidation. Of course, you know we're doing nothing, and price is sitting between and you know, we don't give any meat to their sandwiches. We know that. Breaking it down to the 15-minute chart is just a beautiful thing to be able to hear what it is that you're seeing. Here, when we see all of this, this is just the remix, and we don't do the remixes at all. We just letting the market breathe. We see that it closed here on Friday in the middle of everything, and then it opened up here, and this is just total chaos. We have our wealth line here. We got our flow here. We got our ignition here. Momentum, everything's right there. Clarity's at the bottom. That's the 15-minute. On the 1-minute chart, you see that the market is pushing up, that is trying to get in tune with our overall 4-hour. And it's telling us on the 5-minute chart that we are in a buyer situation. We are clear. We got the flow. That is ignition. Boom. And that's a perfect example for a buyer's momentum. Your perfect 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if you take it to the 1-minute, you are going to see on the 1-minute chart 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The buy, it immediately when look, remember guys, the market closed here Friday. This is where the market closed Friday. The market opened way up here. None of us was aware that the market would open up here. So when the market opened, it's going to just follow the momentum of what the price action did. So it immediately blew open. Like, hey, we're in a buyer's position. But it sets you up clearly. You can see all of your colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that I mean, hold on, let me go to my 5-minute in, my 15-minute in, and my 1 hour in. Boom. All right, so starting back over, guys, you guys see that we have total disharmony. We would not be executing trades on Sunday, and we never do anyway, but because we're listening to the market, we are not ever guessing at the market. We are never coming in here riding with our emotions. We are listening to what the market is clearly telling us. Let's go and see what it's telling us on gold. XAUUSD. And let's go check you out. And okay, so on Sunday, let's start with the 4-hour and see overall where our momentum starts from. What we be looking for, buyers are selling. Where's our dark blue line? I believe on top. Yep, there she is, pushing the market down. We have our overall big banks and corporations, our dark blue, pushing the market down, and we are clear that they are pushing it down. But where is our flow? Our flow is in consolidation with ignition and momentum. All of them are doing the exact same thing. So, of course, we know we are not putting any of our money in any type of jeopardy. If this is the 4-hour, pushing things down on gold. On the 1-hour chart, we also see that it is pressure pushing things down. We have our clarity line is not the next line because the actual flow is right on top of our actual clarity line. And then we see underneath is where our ignition and our momentum is. So we look and we hear that we are not clear. We just want to wait until we are. And continue to break it down on the 15-minute chart. We see here is our clarity, our wealth line or legacy. You can call it both wealth or legacy. Is clearly right through the middle. This market just opened up and just tore right through it. And then there's our clarity line, which is right there next to the wealth line. And we just see a lot of disharmony. And in disharmony, we know we never ever donate any of our money to any cause that there's no harmony attached to it. So just we can go and take it to, let's go to USD CAD or JPY? USDJPY. And remember, when you're using the USDJPY, you are not using the edge. Remember, because it moves a lot slower, it has a different algorithm. So we want to cut off the edge, and then we're going to cut on the razor. We're going to taper it. So first thing we want to do, we want to go to our 1 hour chart. Some people say that you got to go all the way to that 1 hour on the slower. It's totally up to you. I just do it anyway, just to find my harmony, but you can break it down because it's a slower. Even though the candles still move that same speed, it's just the Forex just doesn't break out like as much like this as you see like it's happening here. So anyway, here's my wealth line, which was down at the bottom. So we were looking for things to push up. And then it just broke, it gave you the pre-sale, and then you just broke down and it just broke through everything. So at this point, we're looking for shorts, but we're not clear because the clarity line did not go below the wealth line yet. How far will that push down? We don't know, but we don't really want to try our luck, or we're not clear until this breaks below that. All right, so the 15-minute line, like, well, shoot, bro, we've been did that. We've been doing that. That's why I say you want to see you want to go further up and break it down to see where your best harmony is. And then on the 5-minute chart, it was just telling you the same thing. You got your sale, came up here, touched the flow, broke back down. If it comes touch your flow again, break back down. Just the way the market rose for us when we are able to listen to it. If it's all pushing down, if you come up here and touch this flow, I'm going to get in. Boop. If you come up here and touch my flow, this is probably where this person is about to take advantage, but they're saying, wait, because you see where the ignition, it went above momentum. So if it went above momentum, I might be waiting until it comes back down, and then I'll take the sale back down for a short again. But that is how we listen and not just guess when we come into the market. I hope you guys enjoyed how we analyze the market, how we listen to the market. Man, we do this Monday through Thursday. You guys should definitely come and listen in. It's totally free to listen in to the market and how to get harmony from the pairs, be able to make a perfect execution, get in, get out without emotion, and then go on about your day. You know, you want to be clear, you want to analyze, you want to execute, and then go on. That's what we want to do. So we're going to close out with one of these jams because, I mean, yeah, that's that. I mean, why make it difficult? It's not difficult. You know, we do this thing and you know, when clarity calls, let's get there.
Yeah. Clarity.
Man, I've been waiting on you.
Yeah. Yeah, clarity, man, I've been waiting on you. I woke up, chart up, 9:15. Ignition moving like it's finally time. Momentum right behind it, looking ready to ride. But I learned one thing, I don't move our vibes. Hour got a story, 15 got facts. 5 showing rhythm, but I'm watching the trap. 1 minute screaming, man, get it right now. Nah, homie, clarity ain't called sit down. I done chased that candle, I done paid that fee. Been right on direction, wrong on entry. Now I don't need first, I need clean. Let the setup come together, then tell me what you see. When clarity calls,
Pick it up, pick it up.
when the picture gets clear and the noise shuts up. When clarity calls,
What she say, what she say?
check the hour, check the 15, check the 5, check the 1. If they talking different,
I ain't doing none.
but when harmony calls,
Tell her I'm coming.
alert hit the phone. Cool, that's information. Scanner got my attention, not authorization. Structure first, liquidity next. Where price been? What's sitting left? That's the difference now. I don't react, I investigate first, then answer the chart. Could've missed 10 pips, could've missed that run. I'd rather miss a move than chase everyone. Because the market don't owe me a trade by 10. And if she hangs up today, she'll call again. That's wrong man trading. No begging the screen, no forcing confirmation just because I wanna see. Clarity, call me when the picture gets clean. Until then, you know where I'll be. When clarity
it up, pick it up.
When the picture gets clear and the noise shuts up, when clarity calls,
What she say?
check ignition, momentum.
Flowing well.
Don't just ask what's moving.
Ask what else.
When the time frames line up and the whole chart talks, that's when I answer. When clarity calls. You ready?
Depends.
Hour 15,
Get it.
5.
1.
Now we got harmony.
Then why you still talking?
When clarity calls.
I ain't gotta chase. I ain't gotta guess. I ain't gotta turn every alert into a
When
yes.
clarity calls.
Let the whole thing speak
Harmony.
before opportunity.
And if she don't call today, I'm good.
Scanner gets your attention.
Clarity.
Gets mine.
Click, 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 click. The chart decides.